Mark Wolf, Executive Officer with ITA. In response to Councilman LaBonge's motion, ITA has been working diligently to see if it's feasible to extend the hours of 311 beyond the 8 to 5 p.m. schedule that was adopted by this body as part of the 2011-2012 budget. This resulted in elimination of 8 filled positions in 311. We've been trying to continue to provide 311 services to city departments and to the public with reduced funding that's been imposed on our department over the past few years. We care very much about our employees and 311 services that we provide to the citizens of our city. Recently, ITA has been working with the Bureau of Sanitation and other departments to see if we can come up with a creative way to extend 311's business hours beyond 5 p.m. in this new fiscal year. We've considered options like offloading calls directly to departments like sanitation during business hours and using telephone menu technology. And although this option would provide some relief, the call wait time for 311 would still be estimated to rise from 2.5 minutes to just under 4 minutes, and we would expect that this would be unacceptable for the public. Respectfully, as a result, we cannot recommend this option, but we've come up with a few other options that would allow us to extend 311's operating hours, but each would have a fiscal impact. The first option would be to keep the call center open through 8 p.m. at a cost of $300,000. The second option is to extend the call center hours through 10 p.m. at a cost of $500,000. ITA would like to comply with the desires of this body, but does not want to jeopardize or cripple 311 services to the public.
The problem that we have today is every single one of our departments, and specifically the IT department, has been cut. How much have you been cut over the last 4 years total?
We've dropped over 35%. We've gone from 700 employees just 18 months ago now down to about 500.
Exactly. And so you've lost 35% of your revenue that's budgeted by this body. And did we cut your responsibilities by 35%?
No.
Not even close. As a matter of fact, I think your responsibilities are probably 90+% what they were before we started cutting you, and we've cut you so deeply that you are now without 35% of what we afforded you just 3-4 years ago. So my point is, let's be honest with our departments, this in any department, when we come up with a brilliant policy idea, we need to make sure that we, as the budgeting body, actually budget the department appropriately, and they'll do as we ask, correct? If we gave you the funds necessary to increase the hours, would you do so immediately?
We would love to.
If we gave you the money, would you do it? If you identified the money, we scrubbed those numbers, we agreed on that number, and we gave you the money, would you do it as soon as possible?
Yes.
But until we give you the money, can you do it now?
Not without great reservation.
It's not great reservation. You're being too kind. The bottom line is this. The only way you can do it right now is you're going to have to take away from some other service that we already told you to take care of. You're going to have to cut it from another service in order to render this service, which is a fine idea, and that's the problem right now. You need to be a little bit more forthright with us and tell us, sure, if we need another $150,000, $200,000, we'll have to take it from somewhere else, some other service that we're rendering in order to increase those hours. It's as simple as that. We need to fund the money. I'm sure you'll do it. If we don't fund the money, we can't ask them to do something that we haven't provided the resources to do so.
We had over 60 staff in the 311 call center 4 years ago. We have, over the last 3 fiscal years, been reduced in staffing in 311, where now, as of starting today, this fiscal year, we have only 37 positions that are funded for 311. And as a result, we have modified the hours. The hours have been modified to the current hours that were adopted in this budget of 8 to 5 p.m. In looking at the call wait time, meaning the amount of time that citizens, when they call 311, are on hold, prior to the significant reductions, we had a wait time of just under 1 minute, which for call center best practices is a very acceptable rate for a wait time. With the current staffing level that we had last fiscal year, prior to the reduction of these 8 positions, our call wait time jumped to 2.5 minutes. And I'm sure all of you can attest to, you have received calls from constituents complaining about the wait time when they call 311, that it's at an unacceptable rate. And 2.5 minutes is the average wait time. During our peak times, it's over 5 minutes. Based on the numbers of staffing with the reduction of 8 staff, we now project that we would be over 4 minutes as an average wait time, meaning that the peak wait time would go up to probably about 10 minutes. And all of us from our own experiences, I think, can say that when we call call centers, whether it be your bank, whether you're calling the phone company, etc., it is a very unacceptable wait time to be on hold for a lengthy period.
And what did you project that the drop rate would go to?
We projected right now, prior to the reduction of the 8 positions, we have a 17% of the callers hang up because they don't want to wait. We would anticipate that that would jump to over 26% with maintaining our existing staffing level but extending the business.